With a popper, niggas wanna steal me. I can't bust down proper, make these niggas crazy how I let the same with that tried to kill me. Still stood on solid principles when these niggas ain't feel me. Need somebody lined up, I get the job done. You ain't know I strip niggas and I rob bloods. Different flavors in this wood having a pilot.
What's good, y'all? It's your main man Deykwon, and I'm back with another video for y'all. And in this video, we're gonna be showing y'all some back tattoos that are cheap and simple that anyone can do. I promise you. Now, we already shown a tutorial on some arm tattoos as well as a chest, but that was on next gen. Now we're gonna be showing some stuff on current gen. Now, one of these ideas I did put on my player on next gen. I'll be showing that a little bit later in the video, but let's get straight into the first one. Now, the first one, this is super simple. You're only gonna need like 3 things. Let me show you right here. Now, right now we're gonna grab the star. Now, this is gonna be used to fill up our back. An alternative you could use to this to maybe save some VC is use those big old M's. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those are like 200 each. Now, I'm just using the star because it doesn't take up as much space. You only get 100 tattoos to place on your body. But next, go ahead and grab those little mask things right there, and then we're looking for a word. You see these little phrases right here like king, legend, faith. This is a very good one. There's only a couple that look good. The faith, the beast, and the chosen ones look the best in my opinion, and that's gonna be this one right here. Now, I've actually used this tattoo combo you're about to see on my player a couple years in the past, and that's because it's just so simple, it looks good, and it's cheap. But first, go ahead and grab that big old star or the M's if you got those, and just fill up your whole back. Now, if you got some arm tattoos, it's gonna look better. This would look better on my next gen player. I got my whole shit filled out except my back. But go ahead and put those masks on just like that. Cover the whole bottom part. Now, this is what those other words look like. It's just not it. It's just not it. Legend, like, look, that shit looks scrappy as hell. We don't really like that one. You can use it if you want, but again, the best ones, this one, the beast, the chosen, and the faith one. And my player's body type is burly, so if your player is skinnier, then the bottom little mask will look better. They'll fill in the space a lot more, so don't worry about that. But this one looks good. This is one I've chosen in the past. But one to fill up the space a little bit more and has a nice looking font is, again, that faith one. This is probably the number one I'd recommend. The beast and the chosen one, which is the one you just seen. But again, bro, this one's cheap, simple, easy to do, and looks pretty good. The faith, I feel like that one goes good with the mask down below, like the font go together, you know what I mean? But now for the next one, number 2, you see these little animal scratches? Go ahead and grab you some of those. It could be the red ones, the black ones. In my opinion, they both look good, so go ahead and grab you however many you need. After looking at what I'm about to do here, you can go ahead and decide for yourself what you want to do. But literally, all you got to do is just put this thing across your back, and it looks good already. That's 4K. It's kind of expensive, but it fills up your whole back, so it's well worth it. A lot of the other ones, it just looks like you're doing too much. This one is just easy, simple. It looks good. This is what I did on my next gen player. I'll show you a little clip of what it looks like in a second. Y'all already know I got hella shit on the front and on my arms, so I feel like just doing my back nice and simple is just the way to go. But this is what I did right here. I just put the big scratch and then the little ones on the side to just fill in that space, as well as just make it look better, complement the big old scratch. Now, you can go for the red ones. This is what I did, and it kind of looks more like a real little scratch, you feel me? And for this one, it's not like you have to do 3, it's not like you have to do 2, you don't even have to do 1 if you don't want to. It's up to you. I just know that thinking of some tattoo ideas are pretty hard to do in this game because there's just a lot of options. Now, they had the same tattoos in the game for a while, but there's still some shit we can make work with it. But again, this is just another idea. Put the big scratch, maybe a little one just on top. This is gonna be 8K. But again, it's filling up your whole back. And if y'all do have some tattoo ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments. I look at every single comment. I try to reply to every single comment. Trust me, I see what y'all be saying down there. It doesn't go unnoticed. But on next gen, this is what my player's looking like. pretty good. Like the front, I was doing a whole lot, the sides a whole lot, so I just feel like I needed to do something simple on my back that would still look good. Now we're on to the third one. Now this one's gonna look a little bit more complicated than the third ones, but it's still gonna look good. Now first, you're gonna want to get this little thing. Now this thing is not required, but after looking at what I'm about to do, you can decide if you want it or not. You can get the red or the blue ones. What we're basically doing right here, we're basically making like a Spider-Man back. You see, we grabbed the little spider and the little circle things, the little dove. That's just to fill in space, or just go ahead and try to define what we're doing even more. Now go ahead and grab the little web, and then next, I'm just giving y'all options of what to do. Now this is gonna be to fill in your whole back, and then we're gonna add on top of that for this one, or you can choose something else than that one, which is basically the star, and do what we're doing like in the first one and just fill up your whole back. But this thing gonna run you about 3 to 8K, and the reason it's that much of a difference is because of the options I'm about to give you right now. But you see the whole thing is red, and then we add the web. You see it's kind of dark already. What we're gonna do when we add the spider is it's gonna define itself. It already has a little bit of white around the edges. You see that? Some tattoos just do that. Like you seen in the first one with the letters, it was basically doing the same thing. Now that's an option you can do right there. That one looks good as well, but something you can do is, again, add that dove and then add the web inside of it to define it a little bit more, and then go ahead and add the spider. Like, bro, this is all just shit you can do, all just ideas I'm giving y'all, dishing them out. But look, Spider-Man right there, hop in the park like that, niggas gonna be running. Nah, I'm playing. Ain't nobody running from Spider-Man, but shit, they might think it's cool. You might pick up a few people, get a couple games. But something else you can do is go ahead and grab those little hexagon shapes, put the blue on the bottom and then the red on the top, just like he actually does in the comics and shit, the movies. But look, blue on the bottom, red on top, dove. I gave y'all the option, white, blue, red. Like, I'm giving y'all the option. You can go ahead and decide for yourself. But again, with the web on top of that, the spider. Now with the hexagon, it kind of looks more like his skin, but it really doesn't define it as much. So again, you can go ahead and add the dove. Now what would look better is if you add the hexagon. If you do decide to add the hexagon, put it on your arm so it can like go with it more. Like put like the blue on the bottom, red on top, how he does it in the comics. Just look up a picture of Spider-Man or however he does it, you feel me? But that's basically it for the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.